Julie, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. But more importantly, thank you for bringing one of my favorite shows back to Toronto, Cirque du Soleil. I have had the honor and privilege of being there for many Media Day events, and I'm talking about for years. It's so unique, it's so amazing, it's so Canadian. How does it feel being part of something that brings back such a beautiful art form that is not seen anywhere else except through your company?
Oh, it's really amazing. Since we returned from the pandemic, for me it was a no-brainer. I'm going back on tour. I love it so much, and the show Kooza is wonderful. It's nail biting, it's acrobatics, it's everything we want to see.
And sexy too. I'm going to throw that in there also. Your themes have always been about, love, peace, environment. What is this one about?
This one follows the story of the innocent. He is a young character that's a bit seeking for where he fits. And he meets this character that's a bit more mischievous, ready for adventure, and opens a very zany world where it shows him, guides him through possibilities and see that everything is possible for him. And he finds his place and he gets confident, gains confident throughout the performance. And it's about a lot of seeing all of little elements that you don't see every day, but making it possible.
That's interesting that this is the storyline because it's almost like we all have kind of been through this once the pandemic opened up and we discovered a new world.
Exactly. It's super relevant. It's there's something really that touches you on different ways. It really depends. And the reaction we get from either the clowns that bring a little comedy relief and between the acts that are very adrenaline geared. So it kind of sets everything to be a great performance.
Now, how many performers are going to be part of this? And also, can you give me a couple of hints? Because there's always great special effects and great performances. I want people to be surprised, but if you can give us just a little bit of a preview on that too. But how many performers are going to be involved?
There are 53 performers. We are over 100 people on tour, 53 performers that just perform everything possible. That just makes every acrobatics real. They're real people, but they're just doing unreal things. So you'll see amazing adrenaline in Wheel of Death, where we have two performers like they're climbing a mountain. You have four performers performing a double high wire act at 19 meters above the stage. You have some great hula hoops. You have a very nice fierce woman that performs aerial silk. And we opened up by a beautiful trio of contortion that just makes contortion different. They're so fast, it's speedy, very innovative. And then I cannot not mention the clowns because their stories goes on through the performance and they pursue through the numbers between the acts.
Now, we talked about the performers, we talked about some of the special effects, we talked about the comedy, but also a very important aspect, the music. What theme music are we going to be part of? And can you tell me who the lead singer is? Because there's always a great performer who is basically the voice for this.
Oh, we have two great voices. We have Joanie Coyette, who plays the role of the soul singer, and we have Catherine Oldcamp that plays the role of the spirit singer. So the music influences are live, but it's world beat. There's a lot of indie, a little bit of Bollywood at some places. It's all performed live by six musicians that follows the action, and they're a bit like the conductor of the story. So they follow what's happening on stage, and it's always they make sure that everything connects together.
Now, I'm not usually a guy who likes to buy things from, shows and whatever. I always do with Cirque. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff that we can buy during the before and during halftime.
Of course, there's a nice front of house with food and beverages, very welcoming. We have a nice photo booth in front of the Big Top, a nice step and repeat. Make sure you snap a picture when you come on site. And along, there's lots of merchandise and great popcorn.
Cannot wait. This is all happening in Toronto on the Lakeshore. We just got to look for the big tent, don't we?
Exactly. Lakeshore Boulevard West, 2150, new location. We can see the Big Top from the Gardiner. Great location. If you can use alternative transportation or use public transit to come over, there is parking available on site, but there's also alternative transportation to make your way to the Big Top.
No, I'm going to be driving, but I'm coming early to make sure I get a spot because these shows sell out all the time. So thank you so much for making time to speak with me. Looking forward to seeing this great show. And again, thank you for bringing this beautiful culture to Toronto. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.